ultimate price for it. Please welcome Melanie. Hi, looking good, honey. Wow. So is it true you lost 125 pounds after having the lap band?
That's
we have
correct.
a before picture. Let's take a look and see what you look like before. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Wow. Why did you feel the need to go and have some plastic surgery, a tummy tuck, after losing all that weight?
Yeah, well, I had started off at 275 pounds, and I decided to have the lap band surgery. And I was lucky enough to complete it in 8 months, and that was very quick. I lost a total of 125
pounds. In 8 months?
In 8 months. I lost 120.
So I can only imagine. And you know that I lost like 130 pounds when I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
I lost it very quickly, but I was also very, very young, so I didn't have a skin problem that a lot of people have. So is that your issue? Is that the skin didn't?
Yeah, I had a lot of excess skin in my my stomach area and also in my boobs, so it was really bad.
So, okay, so what did you do? Where did you go?
I went to South America. I had a friend who, she lived upstairs from me, and she had gotten work done in South America. So I started researching, and it was incredibly cheap. I had searched in where I lived, which is in New York, and everything was priced at anywhere between $17,000 to $20,000, and that was just for a tummy tuck. Now, when I researched in South America, I had gotten a price for $10,000, and it included a tummy tuck, liposuction, breast lift, breast augmentation, and a Brazilian butt lift, which is a transfer of fat. And that
well, let me just say something. Yeah. I mean, I'm someone who loves a sale. I love a bargain. But when it comes to plastic surgery, I mean, maybe that's something you don't want to get on the cheap.
Yeah.
So you did choose to have the surgery there for $10,000, and what happened?
Well, first of all, I went and I flew in to South America. I remember meeting the doctor for the first time. I immediately felt uncomfortable. He was just rushing my questions. The day of surgery, I remember that they were about to knock me down with the oxygen, and they didn't even tell me. And when I looked around, the doctor wasn't even present. So I always had that in the back of my head. I fell asleep, not even knowing that the doctor was present. When I woke up, 15 minutes straight, I was literally shaking. I was under for about 8 hours. And I was shaking, and like I was having a seizure. I was only in the clinic because it wasn't even in a hospital. You know, in the website, it looked like a hospital, beautiful. I didn't even have surgery in the hospital. It was a clinic. 3 hours later, they took me directly to my hotel. I remember going up the flight of stairs, and I was so dizzy. I was ready to pass out, but I took all of my energy, and I had a nurse assist me, and she just laid me down in the bed, and as she rolled me over, I just saw a puddle of blood. And I didn't know what to think, because at that time I thought it was normal. I never had surgery in my life. So it was really bad.
And you had no one with you? You had no friend or family member?
I had my sister with me, and she just she covered her mouth, and she was like, "Melanie, you're bleeding." And the nurse said, "It's okay, that the blankets are covered, so."
So 2 weeks later, you go back home and your incision is leaking pus.
Yes, it's leaking pus. I had open sutures, and I had an open track, and nobody wanted to take care of me. I went to about 2 or 3 doctors, and nobody wanted to take care of me because I had work done somewhere else. And I called the doctor, and he told me, "It's okay, just put on your girdle and it'll be fine. You're just swollen." And I kept calling and telling him something is wrong, because it literally looked like they took my stomach and it was crumbled. It was like a piece of skin. I went in skinnier than what I came out to look like.
And the tube, the drain tube.
I went home with 2 drains. I was scared. He told me, go home with 2 drains. It was a Penrose drain, which they don't even use anymore because it's only stitched up by 2 stitches. So one of them fell inside of my body. And what happened when it fell inside my body, obviously the incision had closed up, so nobody knew it was inside my body. It wasn't until maybe 2 months later that I had holes on the side of my skin, and it just kept, it was just leaking. It was sutures just leaking. It was the whole incision, and I had to wear pads You know, I had to wear pads in order to protect myself.
Well, I think it's a miracle that you're even here talking about this today and looking so well. More when we come back. Melanie's plastic surgery nightmare continues. Don't go away. Up next.
You do not want to risk it by going to someone who's not certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. There's a right way to do things and a wrong way. You do not want to bargain shop for your body.